Hey everybody, welcome to week 5, last week of the course here. I got my scenery up here. Majority of you doing real good. Discussions last week, very interactive. Good talk. Everybody's doing good. My little bit of inspiration or motivation this week is about believing in yourself. Some of you may be 100%, you know, believe in yourself. There may be others that have doubt or you're a little apprehensive. You might be shy or whatever the case is, and so you might have difficulties just believing in yourself sometimes. That's kind of my topic this week is um, you may have that, and depending how long you've been with me, some of you've been with me a few years, so you may have heard me talk about time management, also having negatives in your life, people who are negative influences, or you may have positive influence, so it depends on your situation. But I just, thought believing in yourself, because sometimes I see things in coursework, I see people who are behind, or, it's like a Sunday night event, and this reflects, the belief in yourself. Some people say, well, my schedule. Schedules are things, but it's also your own, how you think about yourself. Are you cheating yourself? It goes back to that thing I'd say once in a while about would you hire yourself based on your performance that you do with your school or with other things. Um, I also know it can be a lonely journey if you don't have any supporters. You might have people like me who get on here and rant, with trying to do positive things, but you may not have, in your life, you may not have any positive support. And so it can be a lonely journey for you. And, again, that comes back to believing in yourself. I come up with all these little different analogy things, nothing will work unless you do. And again, with school, with job, family, other commitments you have, be it, church or other activities, unless you're in there and you believe you can do it, it may not work for you. Doing it once a week is not believing you're just cheating yourself. All of you, are doing your programs, and to do it, and here, again, it's a gift, it's an opportunity. So I got this. You've probably seen this several times. Give anything less than your best is sacrificing a gift. It's sacrificing the opportunity you have. If all you're doing is getting in here, once an hour here and there, and getting by, you're just cheating yourself. That's my point is, you got to believe in yourself. You may not know it. Other people do believe in you, even though you may never hear it. You may also be an example for people, even though you may never know it. I've shared before about the marvels of Facebook, and you get on Facebook and somebody from 20, 25 years ago finds you, and they make a comment about what an influence you might have been on them. I've had a few people with that, and I had no, now I'm talking 20 years ago, 30 years ago, no idea that, would have had a positive influence, because, you're not aware sometimes, but, everything you do, you might be an influence. So just, try to stay positive and believe in yourself, and, you'll get you through it there. So, okay, in the course this week, okay, last week, so you got 3 chapters. Exporting, importing, counter trade, global production, outsourcing, and global marketing. Now, what's interesting, just happens to be in the news here the last couple of weeks about uh, the, the new tariffs that are being brought in. So there's positives and negatives of that. I always try to tell students and everybody is take the politics out sometimes. Look at things without the political stuff and see, good or bad. I remember back in the 70s when Volkswagen suddenly disappeared here in the States because of tariffs and bans on the Volkswagen imports for U.S. automakers. And then they eventually brought Volkswagen back. So there's things like that that's happened in the past. There's the NAFTA, the North American trade thing that's happened, which this tariff deal is not impacting that, and there's reasons for that, because in the long run it's probably been a good deal because of import exports jobs. I know up here in St. Louis, over on the other side, over in Alton, Illinois, um, there's a steel plant over there that just brought back a whole bunch of people. Now they were bringing these people back 2 weeks ago, claiming it was because of this the Trump tariff thing. Now whether that's true or not, or it's a union thing or whatever, there's no telling. But my point to you is, when you look at this stuff, you have to look at the big picture, not the political picture. Yeah, there might be jobs created from it, but how many jobs will get lost? Because the thing about tariffs is, if one country does it to the other, then the other country does it back. And so it's kind of not necessarily a win-win. I mean, because if you're losing jobs in the day, we're a global environment. We're not a state, city, or just one country environment. That's the way the world is today. And it would be like saying, let's take Missouri, and we're not going to trade with anybody else. We're going to do everything internal. It wouldn't work. So anyway, so there's my little snippet there on the latest news. So okay, so you got those 3 chapters. You also got your discussion. Now, discussions, again, I mentioned, very great, good interaction. Just so when this week, keep doing it, and then in next courses, next term, do the same thing. I should see you there if you're still in the program. If you're not, congratulations. You also got your final exam paper, and just remember, it's a paper, so you're supposed to have been working on it. Also, evaluations. I ask that you do evals and let us know, good and bad. That's how we find out things. If there's an error somewhere in a quiz or someplace that needs to be fixed, that's how you'd let us know about it, and then we can change. So there you go. With that, I'll let you go. I have my test question. Dun, dun, dun. I got the 5-year-old over there, and he's 15 months now. So let me know what's going on there, and how we're doing. And with that, I will let you go. Again, I have, good term here with all of you. Look forward to seeing you next term. And like I said, those of you that are finished with the program, congrats. And that'll be it. So you take care and get in touch with me anything.